When I was a kid, I was kidnapped, and my parents adopted a daughter from an orphanage. Years later, I reunited with my parents, and their adopted daughter took sleeping pills and committed suicide. She left behind a thick stack of photo albums, documenting her life from childhood. When my parents saw the albums, they burst into tears. At her funeral, they cried bitterly and cursed me, saying, "If it weren't for you coming back, Mary wouldn't have died." They wished it was me who had died, and just as they wanted, my biological brother ran me over with a car. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the day of the reunion. I had fallen asleep on a bus. My adoptive mom, Jane, gently shook my arm and said softly, "Luna, we're at the stop. Wake up." I opened my eyes, and the familiar scene looked blank to me for a moment. I had just had a dream. A dream where my brother Alex ran me over, sending me flying several meters, my arm broken. Alex had stepped out of the car, coldly watching as I lay in a pool of blood. His eyes were filled with hatred. "Luna, you should have died. Why did you come back? Give me Mary back." My biological parents' curses were still fresh in my mind. "If it weren't for you coming back, Mary wouldn't have died." They hated me deeply, yet it was they who wanted me to return. Mary was their adopted daughter. When I was kidnapped as a child, my parents were devastated. Brother Alex suggested, "Mom, Dad, since you can't get my sister back, why not adopt a girl from an orphanage?" Following his suggestion, they adopted a girl about my age from an orphanage. They named her Mary, with the hope that she'd bring endless love to the family. Mary was raised like a princess in the Booth's home. Meanwhile, I was passed around by traffickers, begging on the streets. I ended up in a small town, nearly starving under a bridge. Jane found me and took me in. Her husband had died in a work accident a few years back. She had a son 3 years younger than me. After adopting me, she worked tirelessly in town, taking on 3 jobs to raise me and her son. Despite being poor, I felt warmth and love. Later, my biological parents, Logan and Lisa, found me and arranged a reunion. I had been reborn, on my way to the reunion ceremony. Recalling the scenes of my past life's tragic death felt chilling. The bus reached the stop, and I got off with Jane. Ahead was a large building. It was the Booth's group office building, where the reunion ceremony was being held. Logan had invited multiple media outlets to publicize the event, boosting the Booth's reputation. "Luna, is it that building? It's grand. You've had it rough these years. You won't have to live a hard life once you go back," Jane said with teary eyes, forcing a bittersweet smile. I knew she didn't want to let me go. In my past life, after I went home with my biological parents, she cried the whole way back. I asked, "Mom, did you bring my photo album? Can you give it to me?" "I brought it," Jane said, handing me an old album from her bag. I took the album and flipped through the pages. It was full of photos of me from childhood. Mary had an album too, documenting her life from a little princess to an elite heiress. In my past life, on the day I reunited with my biological parents, we cried together. Mary quietly left, going home early and locking herself in her room. She took a whole bottle of sleeping pills. When my parents and I returned to the Booth's mansion happily, the housekeeper Sue ran over in a panic, saying, "Something's wrong." Miss Mary took pills in her room. The joyful family reunion vanished. Logan rushed Mary to the hospital to save her. My parents anxiously waited outside the operating room. When the doctor came out, he shook his head. "Sorry, we did all we could. Prepare for the worst." Lisa nearly fainted, and Logan supported her. Mary's final words were slipped into her album. "Mom, Dad, brother, thank you for letting me feel endless love. Now, I'll return it all to Luna. Goodbye. If there's a next life, I hope to be your biological daughter." As my parents looked through Mary's album, they burst into tears. She was their precious gem. They wondered, what grievance did she endure to silently take her life? Alex hurried back from abroad. That night, he sat in Mary's room all night, full of guilt. "Mary, I'm late. I didn't protect you. Why didn't you wait for me? If you want to die, I'll go with you, but first, the one who caused your death must pay." My parents and brother blamed me for Mary's death. They believed that I was the cause. They regretted reuniting with me. At Mary's funeral, they cursed me, telling me to leave the Booth's family and never to be seen again. After the funeral, I walked aimlessly on the street. Alex drove his sports car at me, hitting me. Bringing my mind back, I held Jane's hand, walking towards the Booths Group building. The media was already gathered, waiting for my arrival, and my parents eagerly awaited my appearance. Alex was still abroad, not yet returned. As Jane and I appeared at the Booths Group entrance, the employees made a path for us. Reporters swarmed forward. Logan and Lisa approached us with tears in their eyes. Lisa opened her arms. "Luna, we finally found you, my darling." There were no tears and hugs like in the past life. I purposely avoided her. They were taken aback, and Logan tried to break the ice. "Luna, you've suffered all these years. Come back home with your parents, and we'll make it up to you twice over." In the crowd, I spotted Mary wearing Chanel, her eyes full of disdain as she looked at me. I shifted my gaze and cleared my throat, telling my parents, "I came to this recognition ceremony to let you know I won't be going back to the Booths family." Then I took Jane's hand and said to my biological parents, "My adoptive mom raised me with great hardship, and I want to repay her by being there for her." Logan and Lisa's expressions changed, clearly not expecting me to say that. Logan said, "Luna, don't act out. Your adoptive mom did a lot to raise you, and we'll compensate her with $1 million. The company employees started buzzing. Does she even know how much the Booths Group is worth? Going back with the chairman and his wife means endless money. Only a fool would refuse that. Her adoptive mom looks like a country bumpkin, wouldn't earn as much as a handbag from the chairman's wife in a lifetime." A reporter remarked, "Luna, your parents rank among the top 3 richest in the area. They even prepared a luxury car and house as compensation for you. Don't be foolish." I calmly replied, "I'm an adult with the right to choose my life. I choose to live with my adoptive mom." I handed the photo album to Lisa, saying, "You missed out on my growth. This album will show you how I grew up. It's a gift from me. Goodbye." With that, I held Jane's hand, pushed through the crowd, and walked out of the Booths Group. Behind me, Mary's mocking voice sneered, "Who's she pretending to be? Deep down, she wishes she could come back. It's so disgusting to play hard to get." Lisa frowned, "Mary, don't talk about Luna like that. It's our Booths family that owes her all these years." Logan dismissed the media and employees. He walked over and gave Mary a look. "Mary, watch your words in public. Have you seen any real heiress who talks like that?" Mary pouted, "Got it, Dad and Mom." She then shifted her tone, hesitantly suggesting, "Since she doesn't want to come back, maybe just let it be? Shouldn't the love of raising someone be greater than just giving birth?" In her heart, her adoptive mom is her true mom. Just like me, even if my biological parents came looking for me, you two would still be my only parents. Lisa's heart felt sour, her voice tinged with bitterness. "It's not the same. We cherished you from the start, but Luna's adoptive mom is so poor. Luna probably went through a lot with her." She opened the photo album. The first picture was of me at 5, wearing old clothes and helping my adoptive mom with corn. Logan's eyes also fell on the photo, both their noses stinging with emotion. This photo brought back the memory of when I was taken. When I was born, my parents were just starting their business, and life wasn't particularly wealthy. One weekend when I was 3, they took me and my brother Alex to the amusement park. Alex wanted to ride the Ferris wheel, but I was too young for it. Mom was supposed to stay with me, but Alex insisted. "I want both Mom and Dad to join me on the Ferris wheel. Daddy on my left, Mommy on my right." They initially refused, saying I was too little and needed supervision. But they indulged Alex, who threw a tantrum, and finally agreed. They left me at a small shop near the Ferris wheel, telling me not to wander off, promising they'd be back soon. The shop was busy, the clerk overwhelmed, lacking the time to watch over me. Alex laughed joyfully on the Ferris wheel. Dad sat on his left, Mom on his right. All 3 watched as a stranger abducted me, vanishing into the crowd. They were frantic but helpless. By the time they got off the Ferris wheel, I was gone. Mom and Dad flipped through the album, tears slipping from their eyes. It documented my childhood in the muck, reminding them of Mary, a dirty-faced orphan, too. After adopting Mary, they showered her with everything, trying to compensate through her. They spoiled her, making her overbearing and entitled. Every photo seemed to emphasize the life swap between me and Mary. I should have been the one cherished, yet I fought for survival in hardship. Mary pouted, sensing the album would only draw sympathy for me, putting her at a disadvantage. She snatched the album, closing it. Why look at her photos? She's rejected you. Isn't it just upsetting yourselves? I'll burn it for you. Hold on, Lisa grabbed Mary's arm, trying to retrieve the album. Mary, give it back. Mary resisted. Mom, why are you doing this to yourself? I'll burn it, it's for your own good. I don't want you and Dad upset. Lisa struggled to get the album, but fell over, looking quite pathetic. Logan helped Lisa up, his anger palpable, slapping Mary, thundering, enough. Mary cradled her cheek, tears on the brink of falling. Dad, weren't you always the one who doted on me the most? Logan's face darkened. Mary, can't you be sensible for once? Your mom and I have enough to deal with, and you're just causing more trouble? Me, not sensible? Mary laughed through her tears, saying defiantly, fine, it's my fault. Maybe I don't belong here anymore. Wiping her tears, she turned to leave, tossing behind her, all right, I won't bother you anymore. I'm going. Lisa watched Mary leave, guilt-ridden. Logan, wasn't that slap too harsh? We've never hit her before, she's our little princess. What if she can't take it? 3 Logan looked at his hand and sighed, I was pretty mad earlier, and I did hit too hard. He thought for a moment and added, why don't you call our son and have him cheer up Mary? Okay, I'll call him right now, Lisa replied, pulling out her phone to call Alex. It was just a couple of days after my adoptive mom and I got home when Logan and Lisa showed up with a bunch of gifts for me. I had worked some part-time jobs during college and managed to save up. Last year, I renovated the house in the countryside. Things are better now, but to Logan and Lisa, life still seems hard here. My adoptive mom asked them to sit down. They tried to bond with me and asked how I was doing. After I graduated from college, I started working as a tech person at a biotech company. That's what I studied in college. Logan got excited. Luna, our family is in the skincare and cosmetics business. Your skills are exactly what our company needs. Why don't you come work for us? I didn't say anything, so Logan added, we'll pay you triple your current salary. Lisa tried to appeal emotionally. Luna, the competition is tough these days and we're facing some challenges in product development. Can you come back and help us out? I stood up to see them off. I'll think about it. If there's nothing else, you can head back now. Before leaving, Logan and Lisa looked at me eagerly. Luna, give us a call once you've decided. We're hoping to reunite as a family. I replied calmly, it seems like your adopted daughter isn't too thrilled about me returning. Working with the company is one thing, but moving in with you guys? That's not happening. Logan assured, don't worry. We'll talk to Mary. She won't be giving you any attitude. Lisa added, you're our daughter. She doesn't get to decide that. I'll call you once I decide. I waved as they drove off. My adoptive mom said she'd support whatever decision I made. I took about 2 weeks to think it over. During that time, Logan and Lisa called a few times to check in. I heard Alex came back from abroad. Last time, after Mary got slapped, she went out clubbing and got really drunk. Alex carried her back home as soon as he got off the plane. She cried on his shoulder all night, which really broke his heart. The next day, after she sobered up, Alex took her out on a shopping spree, dropping a few $100,000 just to make her happy again. She even asked Alex, if Luna really comes back to the booths, and she bullies me, will you take my side or hers? Alex patted her head lovingly, silly, of course I'll take your side. We grew up together. She can't replace you. That made Mary happy, and she held on to Alex's hand, saying, you're the best, brother. Alex does have a girlfriend, she's still abroad, a wealthy heiress. I eventually told Logan and Lisa over the phone that I'd work at their company. At the reunion ceremony, I had said I wouldn't return as a kind of strategy. Of course, I planned to go back. How else could I get my revenge? The memory of Alex hitting me with his car won't leave me alone. My tragedies are all tied to him, and there's no way I'm letting him off easily. The next day, Logan and Lisa came to pick me up. Since I didn't want to move back to the booths, they set me up with a place near the company. I started in the department, working my way up from a technical position. On the weekend, they invited me to have dinner at the booths. The housekeeper made a fantastic spread. Alex and Mary were there too. It was our first family meal. Alex was distant, as was Mary. Neither of them welcomed me back. When I was kidnapped as a child, my parents blamed him, saying if he hadn't insisted on going on the Ferris wheel with them, I wouldn't have been taken. He got punished a lot over the years because of that, and he resents me for it. For him, Mary was his angel. After getting scolded, she'd always sweeten the blow with candy, saying, "Don't be sad, big brother. You've got me." Mary was his only solace, and I was the devil dragging him down. At dinner, Logan noticed the awkward vibe and asked casually, "Luna, you still don't have a boyfriend, right? Want us to find someone for you?" Before I could refuse, Lisa continued, "I think the second son of the Green family would be a good match. We're considering a marriage alliance with them." Before she could finish, Mary interrupted, "Mom, didn't you tell me to get to know Jack? Do you and Dad want to give Luna the chance with the Green family?" Lisa forced a smile. "When I was having tea with Mrs. Green yesterday, she mentioned that Jack isn't interested. A marriage might not happen, so I thought Luna could give it a try." Mary wasn't pleased and retorted, "Mrs. Green isn't reliable. Jack and I get along fine. He even invited me to a concert." Logan tried to smooth things over. "All right then, you keep getting to know Jack." Mary calmed down, confident, saying, "Don't worry, Mom and Dad. I'll make sure the Green family's son is interested in me." Alex put his chopsticks down, looking even colder, stood up and said, "I'm full. Going back to my room." Mary quickly finished her food and said, "Mom, Dad, I think Alex isn't feeling well. I'll go check on him." After dinner, Lisa gave me a tour of the villa and offered me a room in case I decided to move back. The villa was huge, and it would take a while to see everything. I told her to rest while I took my time exploring. As I walked up to the second floor, I overheard a conversation between Alex and Mary in one of the rooms. "Mary, Jack's a player. He doesn't deserve you. I won't let you marry him," Alex said. Mary replied, "Brother, I'm going to get married someday, right? You've got a girlfriend too. I don't like her, but you haven't broken up with her." Alex paused and then said, "She's pregnant. I can't break up with her right now. Mary, you don't have to get married. I can take care of you forever." "Pregnant? Wow, brother, you've done it now," Mary said with a slight smile, her tone sharp. "Looks like I should spend some time with the second son of the Green family. Maybe we'll fall in love over time." "You wouldn't dare." "Oh, I would." After that day, I threw myself into work. Mary worked at the company too, as a quality control manager. We had to interact at work, and she often tried to sabotage me, but I managed to counter her moves. I found out that the Booths and Green families had a complicated history. The Green family was originally the supplier for the Booths family when they first started their business. They even invested in Booths Group during tough times to help them out. But as the Booths family's business grew, they kicked Green out of the board and switched suppliers. Talk about burning bridges. Recently, the Booths family hit a business slump while the Green family patented a new technology, drawing brand partners to collaborate with them. The Booths wanted to win back the Green family, so they came up with the idea of a family alliance through marriage. This move was outright puzzling. Would the Green family really be willing to work with the Booths again? Either they're magnanimous, focusing on profit over past grudges, or they've got other motives. One weekend night, Mary posted on social media, listening to a concert with someone I like. The photos showed a singer's concert and a picture of intertwined fingers. Looks like she went to the concert with Jack. The next morning, I ran into Mary in the elevator. She flipped a wave of hair back to reveal a hickey on her neck and glanced at me, saying defiantly, "The second son of the Green family is mine, don't even think about taking the marriage opportunity from me." Seems like she not only went to the concert with Jack but also spent the night together. I replied calmly, "Congrats in advance, future Mrs. Green." She taunted, "Don't pretend to be magnanimous. You're probably jealous of me already, aren't you? You're back at the company, but don't think you can outshine me in our parents' and brothers' eyes. An ugly duckling remains an ugly duckling, don't dream of turning into a swan." Mary wore a long white dress today, with diamond earrings that made her look like a sophisticated swan. I was in a black business suit, sharp and crisp. I saw our reflections in the elevator mirror, one black and one white. I didn't think I was any less than her. As the elevator reached the ground floor and the door opened, Jack walked in, dressed in a black tailored suit. Our department invited Green Group's second son to discuss a new product development. He brought the latest raw materials to explain them to us for potential collaboration. Jack stepped into the elevator, and his gaze fixed on me. Mary, feeling jealous, tugged his hand. "Jack, let's have lunch together." We're at work, keep it professional, Jack said, avoiding Mary, his tone a bit cold. We'll see. Mary looked annoyed. She could see Jack frequently glancing at me in the elevator mirror. I greeted him politely. Good morning, Mr. President. Jack extended his hand. Hi, I know your name is Luna. Seeing us shake hands, Mary was instantly furious. She just called me an ugly duckling, but now she was the one being ignored. She thought I wanted to take Jack from her. But she was wrong. I only had work on my mind. Jack was just a supplier I'd deal with professionally. After the morning meeting, I headed to a nearby mall restaurant for lunch, only to bump into Jack. He pointed to the seat beside me and asked, Luna, mind if I join you? The restaurant was packed at lunchtime, and I looked around to see no empty tables. Thinking of the ongoing work relationship, I nodded, sure. Jack sat next to me and started to order from the menu. When the food came, he took off his black suit, revealing a white shirt underneath. Midway through our meal, Mary showed up, furious and unconcerned that others were around. Luna, have some self-respect, will you? Can't wait to take my man? Jack frowned. Mary, don't make a scene. We're just sharing a table. Ha! Mary chuckled coldly. Sharing a table today, sharing a bed tomorrow. I responded icily. Mary, maybe you should get your facts straight before you speak. I'll put you in your place so you know who Jack's real girlfriend is, Mary said, picking up her cup of tea, aiming it at my face. I, of course, wasn't going to take that sitting down. I quickly shifted to the side, avoiding the tea. Meanwhile, Jack reached out to block me, and Mary ended up spilling the entire cup over Jack's arm. His white shirt was soaked with tea stains. Jack's expression grew darker, and he said, Mary, don't call yourself my girlfriend. We're just friends, nothing more. Mary shot back, friends who've slept together? This is absurd, Jack said, getting up to handle the tea stains on his shirt in the bathroom. Some tea had splashed onto me too. I got up and shook off the tea from my clothes, picked up my coffee, and poured it over Mary's white dress. Mary, I won't put up with you. Don't mess with me again. I dropped those words and went to the counter to pay before heading out. Mary stood behind me, looking like a clown, gnashing her teeth. That evening, after everyone in my department had left, I was still working overtime. Mary came into my office with Alex. She complained to him, Bro, Luna poured hot coffee all over me at lunch, ruining my custom white dress. She's just getting out of hand. Alex walked up to me, looking fierce. Luna, apologized to Mary. I frowned. She poured on me first. She should be the one apologizing. You were flirting with her boyfriend, she was right to teach you a lesson. But throwing coffee back? That was not okay, Alex ordered coldly. Apologize, and don't make me ask a third time. Even if you ask 100 times, I won't apologize, I replied and picked up my phone, sending a voice message to Logan, Dad, come to my office. Seeing this, Alex grabbed my phone and tossed it into the trash can. He harped, I just saw Dad leave the company. You think you can use him against me? No way. I stayed calm. I said I'm not apologizing. What are you going to do, bully me? Alex gave Mary a look. Mary, go make a cup of hot coffee. Do to her what she did to you. Your brother's got your back. Thanks, bro, Mary said as she turned to the break room to make coffee. Alex sat in my chair, watching me with cold contempt. You shouldn't have come back. You're nothing but trouble. I shot back, it was your fault I got taken by traffickers. Don't you feel any guilt? Guilt? Why should I feel guilty? Mom and Dad have yelled at me for this for years, he said, seething. I wished you died out there and never came back. Shame your luck was too good. While other kids taken by traffickers suffer, you ended up just fine. His hatred grew with every word. Whenever I saw kids begging on the streets missing limbs, I wished one was you. I shook with anger. Alex, you're disgusting. Alex snorted, you chose to come back, so don't blame me for showing no mercy. I'll show you what hell really is. I looked at his demonic face, slowly calming down internally. I whispered to myself, Alex, I've already been through hell. This time, you can have a turn. While we talked, Mary made the coffee and came over, ready to throw it at me. Just then, Logan's angry voice boomed from outside. Stop, Mary got startled, spilled the coffee, and dropped the cup. The steaming coffee scalded her, making her stumble and fall. Her hand landed on sharp fragments, slicing it open. Alex rushed to help her, only to be pulled back by Logan. "You ungrateful son. Is this how you treat your sister?" Logan scolded and slapped Alex hard, making him stagger back and step on Mary's hand. They ended up in a heap, utterly embarrassed. Blood dripped from Mary's hand, and she winced in pain. Alex helped Mary up, furious. "Dad, why hit me without hearing anything? We just came to invite Luna to dinner, what a lie." I pointed to my phone in the trash and asked, "Does inviting me to dinner mean breaking my phone? Does it mean making hot coffee to throw on me?" I pulled out my spare phone and showed Logan the recording I had made. "Dad, listen to what Alex said earlier." Alex's face turned pale. "You recorded it?" I smirked. Typical of Mary to act out, holding back all afternoon had been a surprise. I suspected she'd bring Alex to confront me, so I worked late to wait for them. When they entered, I had hit record. Logan listened to Alex's arrogant words. His anger grew with each sentence, and by the end, he was almost trembling. Who could be so hateful as to say, "I've seen kids missing limbs begging on the streets, I hoped one was you." Logan finished listening, pointed at Alex. "I've raised a son who despises his sister this much. I can't have such a vile child." He handed me my phone back, called the company's CFO, and gave an order, "Freeze all of Alex's accounts." "Dad," Alex tried to plead. Logan cut him off, "No discussion. When you realize your mistakes and sincerely apologize to Luna, I'll consider lifting the freeze." Alex glanced at me with an icy glare that chilled me. I vividly recalled the time he hit me with a car in my past life. I'm sure he's capable of anything when angry. But having died once, I'm not afraid anymore. This time, I'll get him before he gets me. With Alex's accounts frozen, he quieted down for a bit. Mary busied herself chasing after Jack. I dove into work, often staying late. If I'm getting paid triple, I'll put in the effort. Logan and Lisa discussed giving me 10% of the company's shares as compensation for the years I suffered. I took time to review the company's financial reports. Booth's Group's revenue looked high, but they hadn't turned a profit in 3 years. They were just scraping by. If this keeps up, it won't be long before it all falls apart. Owning shares is useless. I suggested, if you really want to make it up to me, then convert the shares into cash. After some discussion, Logan and Lisa agreed to my suggestion. They converted 10% of the company's shares into cash and transferred it to my account. I instantly became quite wealthy. That day, I worked overtime until 11 p.m. As I was leaving, the elevator stopped on the 6th floor. The 6th floor is where Logan's office is. He's getting older and can't handle late nights. Even if he works overtime, it's never past 8 p.m. By now, it was already 11 p.m. so logically, his office should be empty. Out of curiosity, I pressed the button to head to the 6th floor. The door to Logan's office was slightly open, and the lights were on. I quietly stepped over, just about to push the door open. Suddenly, the lights went off, and someone pulled the door open from the inside. Mary saw me and was startled, hiding the document she was holding behind her. I asked, "You don't usually work late. What are you doing in Dad's office so late?" She quickly regained her composure. "Dad asked me to get a document." "Is there a problem? It's this late. Dad should be asleep by now, right?" I eyed the document she was hiding. "What document do you have there?" "Let me see." "None of your business," Mary retorted as she attempted to fold the document and stuff it into her bag. Before she could fold it, I got a quick glance. It was a formula sheet. All public formula sheets have backups in the department. The one from Logan's office could be dangerous for Mary to possess alone. "Are you planning to give this formula to someone?" "Jack, maybe?" I said, reaching for the document. Mary pushed me away. "Get lost. I suggest you mind your own business." She quickly stepped into the elevator, and before I could catch up, she closed the elevator doors. Watching Mary leave, I thought, the Booth's family has a problem. If I'm not mistaken, Jack is urging Mary to steal the formula. Mary, to win Jack back, is taking this risky step. To her, Jack is a big deal. After all, the Booth's family isn't her blood relatives, so she's trying to prepare a backup plan for herself. I took out my phone to call Logan. All I got was a busy tone. "The number you are trying to reach is busy. Please try again later, Logan should be asleep at this hour. Who could be calling him? It must be Mary. She planned to play the victim card first. I decided to go to the security office to get the surveillance footage first. Arriving, I saw Mary exiting the room. She was on the phone and, upon seeing me, she flashed a knowing smile. Dad, I went to the office to pick something up and saw Luna leaving from your office. She stole a document and deleted the surveillance footage. So that's why she stays late, she must have some ulterior motives. Not only did she falsely accuse me, but she also tampered with the surveillance. She was quite thorough. I wonder if she wore gloves while stealing the document. Without them, fingerprints would leave her in a bind. She may have overlooked an important detail, the unforeseen consequences of using that document. After Mary hung up, she walked past me smugly. Luna, you better watch out. With that, she strutted away. A minute later, Logan called me. Luna, I heard you took a document from my office? Just tell me if you need something. What did you take? I replied, it's a formula sheet, but I didn't take it, Mary did. She's already left. You should have security stop her. What? A formula sheet? I'll have security stop her right away. That sheet can't get out. Logan quickly hung up. As I was about to leave the security room, an idea hit me. Since Mary thought to delete the 6th floor security footage, she probably expected me to blow the situation up and security to stop her. The formula sheet was still in her bag, walking out with it would be suspicious. Chances are, she already took a photo and sent it to Jack as a backup. Her next move might be to place it on my desk to frame me. With this in mind, I rushed to the security room and found footage of her in my office. Assuming she'd returned to delete this footage too, I recorded it on my phone. After finishing up, I hid in the stairwell. A few minutes later, Mary came back to erase the footage in my office. Once she finished, she stepped out, and from a blind spot, I recorded her call to Jack. Jack, did you get the document I sent? Remember your promise to marry me. So that was their deal. I captured it all on camera. Logan and Alex had arrived at the office. Security detained Mary, but they couldn't find the formula sheet on her. Mary suggested, Dad, instead of searching me, why not search Luna instead? Oh, she's probably smart enough not to carry it. Check her desk. Alex eagerly volunteered, Dad, I'll check. Alex found the formula sheet at my desk and threw it at my face. Luna, you ungrateful person. After all Dad and Mom did for you, this is how you repay them? I closed my eyes as the paper dropped to the floor. This time, Logan watched Alex bully me without helping. He didn't know who to trust, only the evidence in front of him. Mary chimed in, I always wondered why she wanted cash instead of shares. Turns out she was trying to bring down the Booth's family. What a traitor. Alex chimed in, Dad, you gave her so much cash last time, enough for a lifetime. Freeze her card right away. I told Logan, Dad, call the cops. They won't miss a single clue. Oh right, there should be fingerprints in your office. Let the cops collect them. Mary looked visibly nervous. She probably didn't expect me to catch her, so she didn't wear gloves. Logan wanted to call the police, but Mary stopped him, Dad, don't air our dirty laundry. Freeze Luna's card first and settle it with her. If you go to the cops, it'll just be our family's name that gets tarnished. Logan hesitated, then asked me, Luna, tell the truth, did you do it? In the distance, sirens blared. I smirked, I already called the cops. They'll figure out if I did it or not. Mary clenched her fist, hating me to the core. When the police arrived, they collected fingerprints. I handed over the surveillance footage and the video of Mary calling Jack as evidence to the police. This evidence was enough to nail Mary. She knelt and confessed to Logan and Lisa, Mom, Dad, I messed up. Forgive me, for old time's sake, I won't dare again. Logan and Lisa finally saw through her. They shook their heads, we raised you, fed you well, and you stab us in the back. We're so disappointed. As Mary was about to be taken away by the cops, Alex pleaded with his parents, Mom, Dad, let's settle this privately. If Mary gets arrested, our company's reputation will suffer. Logan looked at me, asking for my opinion. Luna, what do you think? I suggested, how about reclaiming the 10% shares you plan to give Mary to settle this and call it her punishment? When my parents discussed shares with me, I learned that 49% of Booth's shares belonged to other board members. Logan and Lisa held 51%, planning to give me 10%, Mary 10%, and Alex 15%, keeping 16% for themselves. Though the shares weren't officially distributed yet, they were drafting the agreement. Even though the company was incurring losses, Mary's shares were still valuable. Mary's face turned livid, and she shouted, "Luna, have you no shame?" Logan said, "Let's do that. I'll call the lawyer tomorrow to redistribute the shares." Mary nearly fainted from anger. Alex supported her as their parents discussed retracting the police report, deciding to handle it privately. Alex looked at me coldly. "Luna, are you officially declaring war?" I sneered. "Hasn't the war already begun?" Fine. "You'll see," Alex said through gritted teeth. The next day, Booth's Group's formula was leaked, causing a huge stir. For years, Booth's claimed their flagship products were all natural, free of alcohol and fluorescents. The leak destroyed Booth's reputation, leading to fines for false advertising. Logan realized Green Group's marriage proposal was a ploy to take down Booth's. Relations between Booth's and the Greens were irreparably severed. The scandal hit Booth's hard. Furious, Logan kicked Mary out. She was removed from the Booth's family register, losing her wealth overnight. And then, Mary found out she was pregnant. The child's father was Jack, and she demanded he marry her. Jack never intended to marry her, especially not now that she was ousted from the Booths and no longer a rich heiress. They met at a cafe. I was there too, unseen in a booth. Mary pleaded, "Jack, you promised you'd marry me if I got you the documents. How can you go back on that?" "Mary, you're so naive," Jack chuckled. "I only used you. You thought I'd marry you." Mary placed a pregnancy report before him. "I'm pregnant with your baby. Regardless, you should take responsibility." Jack ripped up the report in her face. "Your lifestyle's a mess, who knows if it's my kid?" Mary was furious. "Jack, are you even human? If you deny the child, I'll birth and DNA test him." Jack scoffed. "What's the point? Even if it's mine, I won't marry you. You never were good enough, and you're even less so now. You jerk." Mary picked up Jack's half-finished coffee to throw it on him. Jack grabbed her wrist. "Don't make me hit a woman." Unable to move, Jack took the coffee and drank it in one go. "Fine, I'll have the kid then," Mary retorted, leaving in a huff. Jack glanced over at my booth. "Luna, come on out." He'd spotted me. I just sat there while he walked over to my booth. Jack asked me, "Seeing her end up like this, are you happy?" I nodded, "Of course." Jack sat down, lazily looking at me. She was so annoying. If I knew this would happen, I wouldn't have messed with her in the first place. Mary deserved it, and Jack's a piece of work too. They're a match made in hell. I stood up, ready to leave. He stopped me. "I don't want her to have that kid, you know her well enough. How can we make her abort without much hassle?" I threw back, "That's not something you should be asking me." But if Alex knows she's using her pregnancy to force marriage, he'd probably convince her to get rid of it. After I left, Jack contacted Alex. He sent him a message, "Mary's pregnant. I'm not marrying her. You better convince her to get rid of it before she embarrasses herself." The next day, Alex parked in front of the Green Corporation building. When Jack showed up, Alex rushed over and punched him in the face. Jack and Alex got into it, and security had to break them apart. When Jack got back to his office, he sent me a picture of his bruised face. "This was your bright idea. I lost a tooth." I got the message and chuckled to myself. Two jerks fighting, it's exactly what I was hoping for. I replied, "Getting beat up, but getting rid of Mary as a problem, isn't that worth it?" Jack replied, "I'm holding Alex accountable. Someday, he'll pay for this." As I predicted, after Alex beat up Jack, he took Mary to the hospital. He persuaded her, "Mary, get rid of that kid. Jack isn't worth it." At first, Mary refused. Bitterly, she said, "But this kid is my only bargaining chip. Now I've been kicked out by my parents. What will I do if I don't marry Jack?" Alex held Mary's hand and promised, "Mary, you don't need any man's support but mine. I can take care of you forever." Holding on to Alex like a lifeline, Mary nodded, "Okay, I trust you. I'll depend on you, don't let me down." After the procedure, Alex rented a place for Mary to stay. Sue, the Booth's family maid, spoke to Alex. "Sir, Mary is used to my soup. Now it's important to nourish her back to health. How about I make soup every day and deliver it to her?" Alex nodded. "That would be great, thank you." Alex's girlfriend, Lily, returned. She's expecting, and they're talking about marriage. When Mary found out, she pressured Alex. "Weren't you going to take care of me forever? If you marry Lily, how can you?" Alex said, "I'll handle your living needs, but I can't avoid marriage forever. My name isn't on the Booth's family register anymore. Why can't we?" Mary took Alex's hand, looking him in the eyes. "I know your feelings for me go beyond that of siblings." Alex pulled Mary into a hug, conflicted. They weren't related, and now Mary had been cut off from the Booth's family. But Logan and Lisa wouldn't approve. He stroked her hair and said, "Let me think about it." Alex thought about it for days without reaching a conclusion, while rumors started about his engagement to Lily. He visited Mary less and less, often telling her he was busy when she called. His actions clearly showed he was avoiding the issue. Mary bit her lips until they bled and hatched a plan. She'd use the threat of suicide to force Alex into making a decision. She ordered fake sleeping pills online. When Sue delivered her soup, she also brought in Mary's package and unwrapped it for her. Seeing the pills, Sue asked cautiously, "Miss, are you having trouble sleeping? Sleeping pills shouldn't be taken carelessly." "I know," Mary said, mentally preparing her plan. She instructed Sue, "Sue, don't bring soup tomorrow." "Okay," Sue nodded. Mary casually asked, "How's your son doing? Is he better?" Sue smiled, "He's all better now. He's getting married soon. You'll have to come for the sweets." "Yeah," Mary nodded, not noticing the sadness in Sue's eyes as she turned away. That night, Mary swallowed an entire bottle of sleeping pills. They were fake, so the entire bottle equaled only about 3 real pills. She didn't hesitate as she swallowed them. After taking the pills, she texted Alex, "This will be my last time calling you brother. Hopefully, in another life, we'll meet differently." Then she fell asleep. She thought when she woke up, Alex would give in. In her past life, she thought the same way. She downed a bottle of fake pills, hoping her parents' love would shift back to her. Sadly, it all went wrong. Sue had swapped that fake bottle for real sleeping pills. That's how it was then, and how it is now. Sue had worked as a maid for the Booths for about 10 years. 2 years ago, her son was gravely ill and needed surgery. She was short on money. Desperate, she asked Lisa for a loan. Lisa was going to lend it, but Mary stopped her. Mary said, "The Booth's family isn't a charity. What if she takes the money and runs? Anyway, she won't be able to repay it in her lifetime on her salary. Don't lend it." Sue couldn't get the money she needed, so her son's surgery got delayed. She's had a tough life, and just when her son was about to get married, he passed away. Sue kept this secret inside and planned revenge against Mary. When Mary tried to commit suicide with fake sleeping pills, Sue swapped them for real ones, ending Mary's life. Alex rushed to the apartment and took Mary to the hospital. On the way, he was full of regret, saying, "Mary, why'd you do that? I just needed some time to make up my mind. I wasn't going to abandon you." Mary was taken to the hospital for emergency treatment. When Logan and Lisa heard the news, they just gave a dismissive "oh." They didn't visit Mary in the hospital. Last time, Mary had stolen a formula for Jack, causing huge losses to the Booth's family. Logan and Lisa hated Mary for that. Plus, they'd heard Mary was trying to use her death to force Alex to break up with Lily and marry her. Logan and Lisa liked Lily as a daughter-in-law, so Mary's actions made them despise her even more. The doctor came out of the operating room and told Alex, "Sorry, we did our best. Prepare for the worst." Alex hit the wall in frustration, his eyes filled with pain. Upon hearing about Mary's death, Logan coldly said, "She deserved it." Lisa couldn't help shedding a few tears and sighed, she had it coming. "We were more than kind to her." While Lily was getting a checkup, she tried to call Alex, but he didn't answer. When he finally picked up, he snapped, "Can you stop bothering me? I'm drowning in problems. Alex, let's break up." "I'll handle the baby myself," Lily said, hanging up. Lily made the smart choice, realizing Alex wasn't worth her future, and walked away from it. At the same time, I got a ticket to Norway. I knew once Alex figured things out, he'd come after me. In a past life, he ran me over, so I knew he could do it again. When I was packing, I called Logan and Lisa, "Mom, Dad, I'm going on a trip." They said they wanted to come for a prayer visit. I advised, "You're getting older, maybe it's best not to travel." They insisted, saying the company had too many issues lately, and a prayer trip might help, plus it'd be a nice break. I couldn't change their minds, so I booked their tickets. I was right. After a few days of sulking, Alex learned that Lily had terminated the pregnancy and totally broke up with him. He realized everything lately was because I came back. He wanted revenge, he wanted to kill me. He texted me, "Luna, you leaving like that? Aren't you scared I'll go after your foster family and brother?" I replied, "I already moved them. If you're tough enough, come for me in front of my parents." Yep, as soon as I decided to confront Alex, I moved my foster mom. My brother is in college, and it was holiday time, so I asked him to travel abroad to relax. I had to make sure Alex couldn't get to my weak spots. It'd take a while for him to find them, so he'd come straight for me. Instead of being surrounded by danger, I'd rather draw him out. He booked a ticket to find me. I called Jack, "Are you healed up?" Surprised, Jack replied, "Yeah, why the sudden concern?" Half joking, I said, "Didn't you say you'd settle the score with Alex? Now's a good time." Jack got the hint, "Give me his schedule." "I'll send it soon," I said with a smile and hung up. Logan and Lisa had bad altitude sickness and stayed at the hotel to get oxygen. I went up the snowy mountain, with Alex tailing me. Up there, without surveillance, it was easy to kill someone. Alex emerged with a twisted grin, "Luna, you shouldn't have come back. Pay for Mary's life." I coldly responded, "If she meant that much, why not join her in hell? Still talking tough before you die." Alex raised a climbing stick, swinging it at me. Two strong men rushed in, holding him down. In disbelief, Alex looked at me, "Luna, did you hire hitmen? How dare you?" "Whether I dare or not isn't the point. I just don't want to get my hands dirty," I said, glancing at the cliff. "Jack's willing to, and that's enough." No sooner had I said that, than the two men lifted Alex and tossed him off the mountain. "Luna, you'll pay for this." Alex's screams faded away. I dropped 10 bundles of cash on the men, telling them, "Don't worry, I wanted him dead. I won't rat on you." This was life insurance money, ensuring they wouldn't silence me. Seeing that I was reasonable, they took the money and left. Jack called me, "Luna, I admire your guts. Why not marry me?" I chuckled silently. "Do you think you deserve that?" Jack pressed, "Why won't you answer? I can give you anything you want. We're not suited for each other." "I can get what I want on my own," I replied, ending the call. After coming down the mountain, Alex disappeared, and a week later, his body was found. Logan and Lisa, already struggling with altitude, fainted upon hearing of Alex's death and were hospitalized. I, acting as family, went to claim his body. Seeing his frozen remains, I finally felt at ease. When asked how to handle his remains, I calmly said, "In Rome, do as the Romans do. Go with a sky burial." Alex's body was cut into pieces as I watched. Snowflakes fell, covering everything. Vultures flew in to feast. I clasped my hands together and made a solemn bow to the sky. "Alex, rest in peace." After Alex passed, Logan and Lisa fell seriously ill. They stayed in a local hospital for a month, so I arranged for a private flight to get them transferred back for treatment. With both Mary and Alex gone, I'll be their only support now, the sole heir of the Booth family. I never forgave them, and now they don't have long left, there's nothing I need to do anymore. I took over the Booth Group, and my skills were finally put to good use. I developed several patented technologies for the company's new products, and once they hit the market, they generated massive sales. In just 3 years, I turned the company from loss to profit. I also invested in several businesses, growing my personal wealth 100-fold. In those 3 years, Logan and Lisa passed away from illness one after the other. I brought my adoptive mother to live in my newly purchased villa, repaying her for raising me. My brother continued his studies in grad school after graduating, with a bright future ahead. On the day the company I invested in went public, I didn't attend the bell-ringing ceremony. I left the public appearances to my partners. I prefer to keep a low profile as the boss behind the scenes. I went to the amusement park from my childhood. The park had been renovated, and the new Ferris wheel was much bigger than before. I booked the Ferris wheel and rode it alone. As the bell rang, the Ferris wheel started turning in the sky. Alex, see, riding a Ferris wheel doesn't always need someone on your left and right. One person can see a broader view. You asked me if riding alone is lonely. Lonely, yes, but the strong are destined to be lonely. I enjoy solitude more than the chaos. In this moment, I made peace with the past and embarked on a bright future. The end.